I'm going to show you how to put this mini arrangement in this turtle and give you just a couple tips about planting it and show you the option to take apart the arrangement and rearrange it to put it in there. So all of these are cuttings that have all been rooted together. Regardless of if you choose to keep it together, all these little plants, or if you decide to just plug it into the planter, you do want to take off some of these crispy leaves here on the bottom and clean it up. I'll throw those over there. If any leaves are thin and yellowing, they're going to become crispy shortly, so this is a good time to take. So if you like the way that this looks, when it sits with the base of the plant right at the top edge of the planter, if you like how that looks, then you can go ahead and plant it that way. And if you're going to go ahead and plant it like that, a little trick, since it's such a small hole to get things into, you can just turn the pot like this. Then you'll want to fill the one half and make sure you have some soil underneath where the plant's going to sit as well. Then you can decide how you want this to be in there. So now that is sitting on top of all this soil that we just put in here. And now you have this open spot up here. Okay, you want to push down the soil a little bit and make sure you've got enough in there. You can shake it around if you want it to stick in a different spot there. Now it's sticking a little in the middle. So you've got the right height, got the look that you want. Now you can use some crushed lava rock to fill in some of the extra voids and keep these plants nice and close together. They do not mind being crowded. They will all grow big. What they do want occasionally is some more room for their roots, and we just gave them about a ½ inch all around. And that should be good for a while for them to expand into. Make sure you take your lava rock up to the edge. You can even use it to pull them up even more like this. Put a pile of lava rock there. It sets the leaves up. Makes them nice and snug in there. Then when you wash this lava rock, it turns red. It's got lava rock powder all over it, so it's got a lightness to it when you put it on, but it looks very nice against the green. So that is plugging it in. I'm going to take it apart now, and I'm going to show you how to separate and rearrange the minis if you'd like. So each one of these is a separate plant. You can break the soil off, and as you break it off, the plants, you can gently pull them off. So these are separate, but I'm going to leave them together like this. So what I do is I make another bouquet of them is what I call it. This I will put in the back here. This one I'll put, you know what, I'm going to move this. The way that I decided to arrange it was putting the taller one here and then moving the height down to this lower one and making sure that this low one is in the front. Sometimes in these mini arrangements, you will have small ones that are covered by big ones and some hidden in the center that you can't see very well. Sometimes you'll have a lot of the same color all next to each other, and moving them around to give it contrast, to set the red next to the white, next to the green, or to spread the green out or change the height. Sometimes when you look at the little mini arrangements, it would be advantageous to rearrange them. So that is what this method is for. All this dirt was in here before, so we're going to need it. If you push it up against the sides, it helps you not need to pour dirt in there very much. But these roots will need to go into the dirt, and that is the main goal. The dirt, and have them be about at pot height. So you've got your little root ball. You can kind of dig down with your finger into the dirt down here and set their roots in. Then they're going to want to fall apart up here at the top out of your bouquet that you've put them in. So you need to hold on to them to keep their shape. Those are sitting on the soil there, and there's soil all around them. So this is where you use the lava rock. Now you'll want to make some tweaks to it. It's always nice to have tweezers, but you can move things around and you can grab their stems here and shimmy them into the dirt at the height that you want them to be. I knocked a couple leaves off there. And I actually want to take these big leaves off. Tweezers are always very nice to have. The roots also grow into these lava rocks. So if the roots are covering, so if the lava rock is covering the roots, that is also fine. The lava rock retains a little bit of moisture, gets to their roots when they're rooted in there. Acts a little bit like soil. I'm going to move one. I like having this here. I'm going to move this because you're not going to look at the back. You just need to get these roots into the soil, right down at the base of this red one. So I need a bit of soil in there. Smash it in. Another thing that the lava rocks do is help prevent the soil from floating off the edge of the pot when you're trying to water it, so you don't end up having perlite and dirt overflowing into your table. All right. And then with the lava rock on top, you can also blow the dirt off and it won't come flying back in your face, which I have done many a times. So there you have it. That's how you take it apart and rearrange it. Sometimes after you rearrange it the first time, you get it put in there, you decide to make a change, you can just pull it out, stick it back in, and that's ready to go. You will water this based on when their leaves are soft. And this one has a little bit of softness, and this one is going to take a lot more water than the other ones because it has very thin leaves, so it doesn't retain very much water, so it doesn't last very long without water. This red one is very slightly squishy, but it doesn't need water yet. And this green one, you can't really squeeze it because it's so compact, but you can kind of try to fold the leaves up, and I can tell that that could use some water. All these roots are in generally the same place, so you're going to water all of them a little bit when you water them, but the ones that are thirstiest are going to take it up pretty quick because they're the desperate ones. So I take my water bottle and I squeeze for 3 seconds at the base of each one that is showing some softness. So 1, just do 3 squeezes. 2, 3. This green one back here shows a little bit of softness, and I'll also take this opportunity to wash this lava rock. Well, it's not going to mind having water. 1, 2, 3. Now that is going to get this wet right here and not much in front because it was such a little amount of water. But it's right here next to these roots where this plant would like to have them. Same with this one. It's right up here on this red one. But 3 squirts is not going to overwater this one and will provide enough for this one. 1, 2, 3. Now this does have a drain hole, but as you can see down there, nothing dripped because the way that I show you to water these with those 3 seconds at the base of each one, and even if it was one big plant, I'd tell you to put 6 seconds in there all around it, and it still might not go out the drainage hole. That is because I give specific watering instructions so that when you have small pots like this without drainage holes, you can water the same and the roots help dry out the soil, and there's no need for excess drip off if there is no excess drip off. So squeeze the leaves to know if it needs water. Sit it directly in a sunny south window or outside where it's protected between 11 and 1 in the summer. It cannot freeze. It can take cold temperatures. It could get leaf burn if it is in the sun between 11 and 1. So I always suggest underneath trees, underneath awnings, under porch edges, but where the sun in the morning and evening will shine directly on it. Enjoy your little planters.